Question: can you actually tune down a standard 22 fret Squier Strat down to drop B just by changing the strings? No expensive modifications, filing the nut or buying a new guitar? I wanted to find out, so today I'm putting mine to the test. So before trying this, my Squier was running a standard set of 10 to 46s. This worked fine in standard tuning, but when tuned all the way down to drop B, became very floppy indeed. The strings bent sharp just by moving your hands around the fretboard, and the fat E string felt more like a loose trouser brace than an actual string at that low tuning. So I started looking for something heavier that would hopefully fit the guitar without having to file the nut, etc. I ended up trying a set of D'Addario EXL117s, which is an 11 to 56 set. They're not marketed specifically for drop B, however it seemed a good compromise between string tension and actually fitting a standard Squier Strat setup. This is a general shot showing the tension of the 11 to 56 set, D'Addario, and this is one of my other guitars tuned to drop B with standard 10 to 46s. As you can see, it's a lot more tension on the 11 to 56, which is what we want, but without being too taut to be unplayable or such that significant modifications would be needed to the nut and or the truss rod, which is what we were trying to avoid here. I should point out that every guitar is slightly different. Some Squiers may need a slight truss rod adjustment or intonation tweak after fitting the heavier strings. Mine accepted this set really well, and I didn't have to file the nut after all, which was something I was looking to avoid, so I was well pleased with this. Your personal mileage on this may vary, but it's definitely worth trying in my opinion if you have a similar Squier Strat hanging on the wall not being used, rather than spending money on another guitar. I actually used the Strat on a track that I've been working on that required drop B, and here's a small snippet. By the time you watch this, it may well be on channel, so be sure to check that out and let me know what you think. Conclusions. So, can a 22 fret standard Squier Strat actually do drop B okay? I'd say yes, as long as you factor in the slight limitations. The E string is still slightly on the slinky side, so I could actually make it go sharp if I really hit the string hard, but to be honest, I'm sure not many people actually play that hard, but it is possible still. Whereas if you had a guitar set up for 12 to 60, it might not do it so easily. Generally, the tension is very playable. I found the riffs to be easier to play on the 11 to 56 D'Addario strings, and it was a good compromise bearing in mind the scale length of the guitar and the general setup. If you did want to use 12 to 60, it would probably work better for drop B. However, it would most likely include some modification to the nut, which is the thing I was trying to avoid in this case. So hopefully this has answered your question. Okay, I'll play you out with a little bit more of my track that hopefully is on YouTube now, so you can check it out, let me know what you think, where we use the Squier for the rhythm guitar parts. And all that's left for me to say is have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.
I hate when everyone just twists the knife. Claiming glory, but nothing.